Imagine a country where gold literally falls from the sky, and yet the nation slowly collapses under its weight. In the 16th century, Spain poured over 200 tons of gold and millions of silver coins from the Americas into its coffers. On paper, it became the wealthiest empire in the world. But here's a paradox. The more gold it received, the weaker it became. Why did what seemed like infinite wealth destroy Spain? By the end of this story, you'll see that treasure alone cannot sustain power, and that history might be repeating itself today. Spain faced a structural paradox. It was rich beyond imagination, but its economy was fragile. The Spanish crown relied entirely on treasure fleets from the Americas. Ships carried gold faster than Spain's local industries could absorb it. The economy didn't produce, it imported luxury, inflated wages for bureaucrats, and ignored agriculture and craftsmanship. Merchants behaved like modern stock traders, hoarding gold, inflating prices, and chasing quick profits. Farmers went bankrupt, artisans struggled, and small towns stagnated. Imagine a country where every payday comes not from work, but from money dropped from the sky. It's a system that seems perfect until it collapses under its own weight. But this is only the beginning. There was one mistake, invisible at the time, that would doom the empire entirely. Let's focus on one coin, a single gold escudo. In 1500, it could pay a skilled laborer an entire month's wages. By 1600, the same coin barely bought a loaf of bread. Why? Inflation. Spain never invested its treasure into productive industries. Instead, it was spent on imported goods, endless wars, and lavish palaces. Every coin tells a story. A galleon full of gold arrived in Seville, merchants traded it, prices soared, and local production collapsed. Spain became dependent on the colonies, not for trade, but for raw wealth. This single coin reflects the empire's fatal flaw. Riches without structure are poison. And somewhere across the Atlantic, colonial decisions would amplify this paradox in ways no one anticipated. Meanwhile, in the colonies, the extraction of gold and silver relied on brutal labor. Indigenous populations were decimated. The Spanish crown thought it controlled resources, but it didn't control consequences. Local rebellions, logistical bottlenecks, and corruption drained treasure fleets before they even reached Europe. The empire became a machine that ate gold faster than it could use it, and that machine had no brakes. Spain declared bankruptcy 4 times in the 16th and 17th centuries, and yet the gold kept coming. The empire's military campaigns depended on treasure, but the army was chronically underfunded. Nobles grew richer, peasants poorer, and the nation's foundation crumbled. The Spanish paradox is a cautionary tale. Instant wealth destroys careful planning. But the story doesn't end in bankruptcy. The ghost of this gold continues to haunt the modern world. The Spanish Empire teaches a timeless lesson. Wealth alone does not guarantee power, stability, or longevity. Gold can buy armies, palaces, and luxuries, but without industry, education, and governance, it cannot sustain a civilization. Look at today's economies, digital currencies, or startups burning millions. History repeats in cycles. Treasures are seductive, but the systems that use them wisely are what endure. Spain's real legacy wasn't gold. It was the lesson that riches without structure, foresight, and investment can become the architect of collapse. So the next time we celebrate wealth, remember, the coin that dazzles the eye may also destroy the empire behind it.